Another night in the books, and the federal shutdown continues. Day 13. The House remains in recess with no plans to return soon. Senators are expected to vote tomorrow for the 8th time, but no guarantee there will be different results. Christian Benavidez reports on the reality for thousands of families as the nation waits for a resolution.
With hundreds of thousands of federal employees furloughed, there's no one picking up the trash at Joshua Tree National Park and no one helping tourists.
The visitor centers are closed, so we could not ask our questions, what we would like, what we can see in the state parks.
As workers go without pay, some are turning to food banks to get by. Doris Anderson volunteers at one outside Los Angeles. Her niece was furloughed.
Her mother said to pray for her. And I said, well, prayer is good, but money's better. So I sent her some money.
More than 4,000 federal workers were sent termination notices last week. President Trump says he'll use the shutdown to target his political rivals.
We're ending some programs that we don't want. They happen to be Democrat-sponsored programs.
You cannot trust this administration.
In Congress, the shutdown is at a stalemate over health care. Democrats insist on an extension of Affordable Care Act subsidies.
This is an emergency. In about a month, premiums are going to go up by 75%.
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson says the shutdown needs to end before negotiations can start.
I cannot snap my fingers and go in a back room with Chuck Schumer and say, oh, here's the magic fix for it. It's not how it's going to work.
The Pentagon tells CBS News it has identified unused research funds that will be used to pay service members this week.
Meanwhile, there was confusion over the weekend regarding hundreds of CDC employees receiving termination notices. Leaders later said those were sent in error and the employees are still working. Meanwhile, there were actual notices sent to hundreds of employees within the Department of Education and the Department of Health and Human Services. The scope of those fired included those who worked with the nation's special education programs, mental health services, disease outbreaks, and disaster preparedness. The Trump administration has not said if additional cuts will take place. And the WIC program received $300 million to keep running during the shutdown. WIC supports more than 6 million low-income moms and their young children. It helps them buy healthy foods, formula, and milk. The Department of Agriculture says they're using tariff revenues from the last fiscal year to keep the WIC program afloat for now. Without that additional money, states and local governments would have to step in to pay for WIC programs and then later ask to get reimbursed from the federal government.